Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we're going to be playing some more NWC 2024 NES edition. We're going to be taking a look at the legend challenges that we have left. Thanks for participating in World Championships #1. Yeah, I'd like to see the results. Okay. Not too shabby. I mainly just want to know this one. I assume that I'm in the top, like 10% for this one. There are so many people, that whole page is tied for the same time I have. The exact same time. That's interesting. Huh. That's cool. I like how they show how many people participated. Yeah, we're just gonna finish off the last few that we have in the speed run category. Where did we leave off? I think there's...
Did you do your results, man?
Yeah.
How did you do?
I did alright. I realize that this account has my wrong birth year in it, which kind of sucks.
Are you going to be able to change it?
They never let you change shit like that.
You know, then maybe it's time that you actually start a new Nintendo account because you accidentally started it before you were 18. That way you could actually get accolades for your year, unless you don't care.
I don't really...
What year do they have you set as?
99.
I
mean,
that's not bad. I mean, at least it's closer to your birth year. It could have been something like way bad. If you were competing against people in the 80s and early 90s, you would be at a bigger disadvantage. So actually, it's probably better that you're competing against people that are a little bit better than your demo, because I know that you're an above average gamer anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I get it. 99 though, that's a cool year to be able to say that you're better than people in.
This is gonna be my first time doing the new survival mode.
Did you get anything in the top 20% or anything like that?
I think I was like top 30 or 40 for the Metroid one, but the whole page was people who had the exact same time as me.
Right.
Literally 30 exactly.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be that.
Especially with that Metroid one, is it's a lot more specific. Am I just clearing 1-1?
Yeah, as fast as possible.
Nobody else is trying to do it quickly at all.
How come this is the whole screen? What did you do to make this the whole screen?
What do you mean?
Survival mode isn't usually the whole screen. Like usually I have...
It's been like this the whole time I've played it.
Well then there's something in your settings that you can do to give you this side of the screen and everybody else over here. If that helps you. You know what I mean? Like personally it helps me to have a bigger screen, but...
I've gotten to the point where I've just kind of adapted to it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that you could do that.
It's a new personal best for that challenge.
PB, baby! Send it. That's what we do, we send it. Because every time you get a PB in World Championship mode, it says sent. So, it's like, you want to get a good one? You gotta send it.
There we go. First Silver Division dub. All first place. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'll take it. Now we have enough to unlock some of the stages we didn't have before. Alright. Let's start with Mario 2. clear world 1-1. I know how to... I know, game. I know how to do this. Oh, and they're making me do it as Mario? This is a hard one. Ugh, I've always hated these bombs. I never know the timing window. That was dog shit. Doesn't help that I'm playing fucking Mario, which is just the worst character in this entire game. Why anyone would intentionally pick Mario is beyond me. Ugh. Why? Why can the one block tall character not fit through the one block tall hole? That's just fucking stupid. Yeah, this is just not my favorite Mario game by any means. I'm glad Dad enjoys it so much, but for me, it's a source of continuous frustration. And why can't I throw it when I'm down there? I don't even get the option to drop it? I just have to fucking blow up? I don't know, Mario 2 is just kind of mid. I know that Dad loves this game, and it's, you know, that's great for him, but for me, it's just like, it's not my favorite Mario game or platformer by any means. There we go. Not bad. S rank, baby! So I did all of Mario 3, all of Mario 2. Straight left for the key. Alright, so down, left. Get the key, right. Ignore the elevator. Continue right and go up. So down, left, then go to the right. All right. The goal for this stream is to finish off the rest of the challenges in speedrun mode that we have. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so we go up, then we're gonna try to find the key that's on this side. And turn back around. I hate how much time the sword takes to use. Like, you can hit it at what makes sense as an input time, and then it's like, nah, nope, not even gonna do that shit. I should probably heal. How do I downward stab? God, this game controls like a hot bag of ass. It's just not good. Zelda 2 is dog shit, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's a reason they forget when they talk about influential Zelda games, you never see them show the title of this game. Not once. Because it's just mid, and there's like Dad said, there's 2 or 3 other games that run on this engine that probably play better than this. And that's no hate if Zelda 2 is your favorite one, but you're not a real person. I've never talked to someone and they've been like, man, I love Zelda 2. It just seems like a fake sentence. How do you stab downwards? Am I misremembering a move that... Like, do you not have that?
Hey, Bray, I think you're talking about the downward stab. I don't think that you have that unless they routed this differently. Jump up real quick and push down.
It doesn't do anything.
Then you don't have access to that yet. So whoever's suggesting that, unfortunately, that's a move that you get later in the game, and they did not start you off with that.
Ugh. Link's sword blows in this game. Alright, so now we go up. God, leave me alone. I hate these enemies. They're just they're poorly designed, man. Like, you will always waste more health trying to kill them than you'll ever get from them.
The rank and file guys that you're shooting with your laser sword, you should just jump over those guys. Somebody told me that when I was doing it. It saves you some time just by jumping over them instead of shooting them. But like the only things you should worry about are that guy, the orange knights, and the staff, and like the skeletons. Everything else you should jump over.
It's like fucking Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and I'm playing against Mike Tyson right now. I don't like this challenge. I just don't, because I don't like the game it's based on. It's kind of hard to just force yourself to enjoy a game that you don't like. And it's not that I don't like it because it's popular to not like it. It just makes sense why people don't. It's fucking boring. It's a lot of roaming around, and it's just, when it comes to the NES, there are so many games that are worth your time more. Okay, dickhead. And why the crouch and stab something to pick it up?
Yeah.
Why? Just why?
I'm wondering if you have like the downward stab, if you'll be able to do it that way. Because yeah, I've missed more time on misinputting the acquisition of an item that I've already gotten.
God, this is just a funky ass game.
I think that once you learn how to play it by its own rules, it's really accessible. I just think unfortunately it's got a learning curve. Because I've watched this guy called Slackinator, and he's doing a.
He's like the
best,
dude. He's like the best guy at fucking anything. You can watch Slack play a fucking game designed for a 5-year-old, and he'll beat the shit out of it.
Well, I mean, I appreciate his tactics, and he's making it look a lot easier than it actually is.
It's just, I'm gonna be so real. It's not a fun game to play. It's like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but you're a fucking 5-year-old getting beat the shit out of by Mike Tyson the whole time.
But once you get past the first 20% of the game, it gets exponentially easier.
But this has me locked in at a point in the game where I'm critically underpowered.
Well, I mean, that's what you are as powered as you are when you get here, unless you grind intentionally. Like you can get here at exactly the same power level that you have now. So it's just kind of like trying to let you know that, in a speedrun sense, if you're going straight for the first palace, this is how powerful you're going to be if you get here, without grinding.
It's just a little ridiculous.
It is. It's definitely got a learning curve. It's definitely one of the hardest games on the challenge.
It's one of the hardest games because they know nobody fucking played it.
How does Bray feel about Silver? He loves Mikey. He loves.
I'm really just glad I didn't grow up in this generation. I would just have the most unholy wrath all the time. Just knowing that I was intentionally being fucked out of having a great game.
You weren't doing it intentionally. It was like the limitations. Like they could either try to make the game they wanted to make, or they could give up. And if you're like in development and you have other people's money at stake, you just have to finish the thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I just would have rather had a different game to call a second Zelda game, because it's like I never am going to recommend this to anybody.
There's a reason why they have never remade this, never remastered it, never anything. I think that they've re-released it on virtual consoles, but they have never tried to clean it up. They've never tried to fix the things that are wrong with it.
Because it's a lost cause, man.
You think so?
Yes, I just don't think it's worth anybody's time.
I do know that there's people that hope that one day they will try to mess with it, but
I would understand if they never did. This game puts such a... If you love
Miyamoto considers this one of the only failed things, that he's a failure. He considers this a failure.
It is a failure. For what Zelda is,
but when
it
this
does
game
not
came
provide.
out, not only was it a badge of honor to say how far you got, but it was about impossible to find it when it came out because there was a chip shortage with the chip that was in this game. So I think there was also like that badge of honor saying, oh, I got Zelda 2, nobody else has it, and also then you were stuck with trying to get good at it.
I would have just been upset if this was the game that I had as a kid.
I don't blame you, man. You have every right to feel that way, and if you listened to me earlier when I was doing it, I was having a difficult time as well.
It's this one fucking enemy. It's the hardest part of the whole game.
This is what it is. When you see him coming towards you, do not charge towards him. Wait till he comes to you, and then jump up and stab like right between his neck and the top of that shield.
I know the opening. It's just.
But don't lunge towards him, because then he will be able to throw the sword low and hit you.
It's just literally like that. That enemy is the reason I don't play the fucking game. It's like the worst parts of It's like the worst parts of Castlevania.
It's the Dark Knight.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole in this game. He's worse in Zelda 2 than he is in the original game.
Absolutely. I would 100% agree.
I just don't like Zelda 2. It really is, and it's not the game, it's just the way it fucking plays, man. It's not the aesthetics or anything. It's just like
I don't think it's worse than Kirby.
I think it is worse than Kirby. Kirby's fine. Like, honestly, Kirby is a lot easier to manage than this. I can beat 3 stages in a row before I beat 1 dungeon of this. Everyone has their own particular challenges. I just think this is a relatively common one. Because nobody knows how to really deal with the jankness that this game is. It's just very iffy. Like I'm saying, Slackinator could play fucking anything. I don't think it's fair to use him as an example.
Well, he's just the only person I see running this game, Bray. That's the only reason why I used him as an example. He runs it every day. He's been running it every day since before NWC dropped. He's going for a hang percentage run, and he's having to do some crazy ass shit to do it.
Yeah, the speedruns of Zelda 2 look crazy. I would never voluntarily do one. There's so many other routes that I'd rather learn than learn this one. I just feel like as a kid, nobody would have had the time for this shit. You're so much better off playing a lot of other games than this. Like, cause if you loved the original Zelda, this has nothing from that you want. Like, if you love Zelda 1, prepare to fucking hate Zelda 2. That's how I feel. Like, it's not even remotely the same kind of game. It is such a change of... It's such a change of pace that it's kind of hard to deal with.
Alright. Have a good one, buddy. You got this.
I'll see you, Dad. Love you. I'm just excited to be past this already. It's not really fun to actively play. And I'm not trying to be this negative. It's just, it's the way the game makes me feel when I'm playing it. What the fuck was that? And I don't know, you can jump over those enemies, but they're not always positioned in a way that you can. Sometimes you'll be coming down a hallway and then you can't even jump over them. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this. I wonder how Battle of Olympus plays. I've never actually, played that game. I know it uses the same engine as this one. the fuck? The sword has such an odd delay to it. Like... And it's funny that they act like the healing thing is optional. I don't feel like it is. And if you can get through all of this without taking a hit, you're fucking G. So you deserve whatever A+ S rank time that you got from that. Because man, I struggle so consistently. There we go. Whew. That guy was easy as shit compared to the rest of it. I feel like just getting here is the hardest part. I will take an A++ on that, chat. I totally will. Let's go. Don't have to do any more Zelda 2 challenges. So we've got the Legend Challenge for Mario Bros. 2 and the rest of Kirby. I think that's it. Let me double check. Yeah. Alright. I'll take an A. Unidentified flying Kirby. This is another one of those stages that comes from NES Remix. Damn. Oh, right. Nice. Alright, looks like we've got to do some more... Looks like we've got to do some more challenges. Shout out to Dad for showing me how to get past that without getting hit by any of those guys. Let's go! That guy just barely beat me. I'll take a second. I'll take a second place. Any day. Any day. This one's just an odd choice for me. That was almost very bad. Death Mountain Duel. This is really based off of if he takes a hit or not. Let's go! It's first gold dub, baby! And got an S rank, too. It's first dub in the gold division. Let's go. I'll take it, I'll take it. Alright, so that should be enough to go unlock. Here, let's see. Yeah, it's that level, and then we're gonna end off with the Kirby ones. That's just one of the hardest things for me to understand the timing for, is the trampolines in Mario Bros. 2. Like, I don't understand, because sometimes I press the button literally the same way, and it just doesn't do a thing. A thing just doesn't do anything. So it's just kind of confusing when I will do the exact same input to a T, and then just not get the effect I want. It's always confused me since I was a kid. I don't understand the nuance to it at all. Like, why was that not what I was looking for? That's the same button press I did. I guess that's what has always pissed me off, is the reliance on trampolines in this game, and then the fact that I literally just can't get them to work properly. It took me all day to beat this game when I first ran it. when I beat the whole game. See, like that, it was literally the same button press as the other one. Do you have to be sprinting? If someone could explain that to me, I'd love to know. Oh, I completely missed it. It's shitty, but this is going to be another one of those games that once I finish it, I'll be glad that I'm done with the challenges for it. Ugh. Floaty ass Luigi. Yeah, that is that same jump. That's what it is. He is so floaty, dude. His controls are just slick as fuck. I hate this game. Just another game that is like such a disappointment to the original. I totally understand why Doug Bowser made the conscious decision to not bring this over to the States, because like Dad said, I believe it would legitimately make kids hate Mario. I think it would have killed everyone's love for Mario. I really do, because this game is so much more difficult in the frustrating kind of ways, not in the satisfying kind of ways. I don't know. It's just like sometimes games are looked at as the black sheep of the series for a fucking reason. Zelda 2 and Mario Bros, the original Mario 2, that's completely accurate in my opinion. Seriously, like, these games should be viewed as the black sheep of the series, because there was so much wonderment in the originals, and then the sequels made them ridiculously hard for no reason. Like, there doesn't really seem to be much of an actual reason for this to be substantially harder than the original. At least not to me. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me as a consumer. Like, I get it. I totally understand wanting games to last a while, wanting them to have their replay value, but they shouldn't be fucking almost boring because you have to redo the same part over and over again. Ah! And Luigi controls so fucking poorly. Like, he is so slippery, and it is more of a challenge to pick him than an advantage. Versus the real Mario 2, which I consider that more the real Mario 2 than this one. This one's only Mario 2 by name. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Because if you would have put this in front of me after I played the original Mario Bros. As a kid, I would have fucking hated this. I would have hated it so much. So, like, shout out to Doug Bowser for making the right call in not bringing this to the States right away until the Super Nintendo. Which even then, that has just more quality of life improvements that make it easier to deal with. That was the version I beat. I didn't even beat this version. Like, it's so hard to control Luigi midair. It's so hard. Like, it's an active challenge just to control Luigi properly. Like, I almost just fell off there just because of how much he moves when you stop. Come on. Ugh! That jump is fucking hard. This game was just made to make people frustrated or angry. I mean, there was no way this game was developed with the intention of the end user having fun. I just don't feel that way. I really don't. Because it just seems like it's made for the hardest of hardcore Mario players to be able to deal with the most adverse challenges. He is so light compared to Mario. You make even the slightest adjustment mid-air and he controls completely, he just fucking flies. Oh my god, all I want to do is hit the fucking... Is that even what I'm supposed to do? That's just ridiculous. I shouldn't be struggling just to hit a fucking block. I just don't like Mario 2. I'm gonna keep it so real. I would never dedicate any level of my fucking resources to play this. I would just rather play versus Mario Brothers. If you want a more challenging version of the original Mario Bros, play versus Mario Brothers. It's so much better. It's so much better. That's the arcade port of Mario Bros. Okay, let's try this one again. How do you hit that and go forward? Like, how are you supposed to hit that and not die? Dude, fuck Mario Bros. 2. I'm saying it, fuck it. This game sucks. Yeah, to correct myself earlier, Dad was correcting me in chat. It was Howard Phillips who actually halted Mario 2 from being ported over to the NES because he realized that it was going to change the perception of players and make them feel differently about the games. And it's entirely true. This is very hard for no fucking reason. For no reason. And it seems to me the biggest difficulty is just playing as Luigi. I'm sure if you take your time and play as Mario, it's so much more manageable. But playing as Luigi, his control scheme is horrible. It's just god-awful, man. He is so floaty mid-air. I'm gonna try this again. That's just so stupid! The hardest part should not be hitting the block. Like, God. Just starting to fucking frustrate me, man. There were certain games they included on this just because they're hard. Not even because anyone likes them or because they're popular games, but because they're difficult. I just don't know how what kind of jump I'm supposed to do to even get that. Oh my god. It disappeared? What the fuck? I don't care. Honestly, I don't care if this is a B. I'm not doing it. Yeah. I don't care if that would have been a B. I would not do that again. Alright. Now to finish it all off with some Kirby. God. Alright, I'll take an A. That was horrible. They just love making us use the worst fucking abilities ever, as far as Kirby's concerned. The high jump is easily one of the worst fucking abilities in the game. You only use it for one portion, and really only use it against this boss. Alright, A++. That's what I like to see, chat. We're getting there. This is another carryover course from NES Remix. Alright, A++. Let's do ship shape. Alright, easy stuff. Let's get the Master Challenge against Meta Knight. Meta Knight sword fight. Sounds epic. A+. Good for me. Alright. That's every single challenge besides that last Kirby one, and they've all got A+ or higher. So let's just do a quick survival mode in the silver division and unlock that last yeah, love dropping my controller on the fucking floor, because that just needs to happen more, you know? It just needs to happen more until it's just a pile of plastic. But man, I will say, we have accidentally dropped these Switch Pro controllers more than any other controller I've ever owned. So, that's just a testament to the build quality. Ultimately, like, I think the Nintendo Switch Pro controller is the best controller we've ever had. As far as durability goes, I've dropped it on the bumpers, I've dropped it on the buttons, I've dropped it on the joysticks. I've dropped it from a pretty sizable height, and still nothing, so just shout out to Nintendo for making some good-ass controllers. Alright. Next. There we go. Yet another victory in the silver division real quick. Now we have enough to go buy that final challenge. That's some bullshit, man. Some of my least favorite enemies right here in all of Kirby. I agree with Dad, this shit's so long. B. A bee? What do you fucking mean, a bee? I have to wait through all of this? I should have just not finished it. Come on. Can you really not skip this? I sat through and watched the whole thing when Dad played. I mean, cool, but now I have to just stop what I was doing. I mean, I literally already watched this. Shout out to everybody who worked on this game, who put time into it. It's been super fun. Ultimately, it's been a challenging experience nonetheless, but I'm at that point where as long as I'm putting in my 100%, I don't really care where I end up at the end of the day. I do, in fact, though, want to get a A+ in that one, though. Sorry, I'm not like super excited. Unfortunately, like that happened right after I got a fucking subpar ass time on that Kirby one. So I'm ready to undo that garbage because I literally have all A+ or higher besides on that stage. Excuse me. Alright, let's hope I can do at least a little bit better than last time. I've already wasted so much time. Okay. I don't understand how that wasn't quick enough. That's what's starting to piss me off, is that was literally probably as close as it can possibly be to a fucking A++. Yes! Alright. Got an A on it. That was fucking hard. I had to focus up right quick. But yeah, we did it. All A's or higher in the speedrun mode. You know, at some point maybe we'll go through and try to make all those A's A+ or higher, but as of right now I'm pretty satisfied. Let's look at our pin collection. Damn, we got almost all of them. Hell yeah. Which ones are we missing? Clear challenges 500 times. Rank in the top 20% in the World Championships. Participate in the World Championships 3 times. Win Survival Mode Silver Division 3 times. And win Survival Mode Gold Division 3 times. I mean, I've got almost everything. That's crazy. Let's change it up. Let's do a little survival mode to finish off today's stream. Let's do a gold. Just a fun little thing to finish with. This one's very easy. had a little bit of delay. That's how they beat it quicker. But this is one of the more challenging ones that is in the second wave of survival mode this time in gold. Got the Kid Icarus challenge, beat the first stage. Alright, just gotta keep going forward. Let's get that wine. Get a phone call. Can't right now. I'll call you back, Mama. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a challenge. No! Actually fell off. That guy's not supposed to be like that. Do you guys see? He's just completely wedged. There's not really anything you can do about that. There we go. Holy shit. It's me versus Rain. Going head to head. On Death Mountain Duel. He beat me. He beat me. He did that strategy I did last time. You know what? Good for him. Good for Rain. I don't know if I've seen that that medal he's displaying, so maybe he's done something harder. Maybe he's done some of those super difficult challenges. But ultimately, I've had a lot of fun. I can't wait to tackle this legendary trial at some point down the road. I'm sure it's gonna be fucking difficult, man. Just look at it. Look at the ones that it has in there. I mean, World 1 Wizard, 1-1 Dream Run, as well as Labyrinth Champion. Got some pretty tough challenges ahead of us. I'd like to see what Dad's time on that ends up being, because I'm sure he's going to be capable of some pretty sick shit. But before we end off today's episode, let's unlock a cool one. Hell yeah. But as always, guys, thank you guys so much for sticking with me today. I've had a lot of fun. I'm glad that we were able to make it through all of that. But ultimately, I will be back with some more Nintendo World Championships here in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it's been Bray from the Vid-Bits. See you in the next one. Peace.